Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Xenonauts 2, shall we? Well, I don't know much about this game. Hooded Horse told me about it and gave me access to play the demo version of it at its current build state, and it's, I believe, something like XCOM, a, invasion, alien-related, strategic, turn-based RPG? Question mark? Something like that? Not sure, but it looks really cool, so let's dive in and check it out. So I'm going to play a new game, let's see. This is the campaign name, and it's called Violet Night, which is the pre-generated campaign, I believe. Or we can manually enter a new game to play something random. I'm just going to play with the prefab for now. And our options are Introduction, Iron Man mode. These are choices. Here's our different difficulties. Recruit, Soldier, Veteran, Commander. Soldier says the difficulty setting ideal for players unfamiliar with the Xenonauts franchise or classic XCOM games. Okay, so I'm familiar with XCOM, but I'm not familiar with Xenonauts. I did not play the first one. So let's just learn the rules of this game and see how it differs from XCOM, which I'm more familiar with by using Soldier mode. Now, Introduction says a short text introduction and a tutorial mission that explain the origins of the Xenonauts and the basic controls. We recommend even experienced Xenonauts players play it for the first time. Okay, well, let's do it. I'm ready to go. Here we go. It's 2009. The Berlin Wall still stands. The Cold War has grown ever colder. A clandestine organization named the Xenonauts secretly gathers intelligence on a shadowy threat looming over humanity. So the wall didn't go down in Berlin. Okay, we have like a alternate history. Sightings of unidentified flying objects and unknown beings have grown steadily more common. A strong correlation emerges between these reported sightings and rising international tensions, but those reporting or investigating alien activity frequently disappear without trace. Well, I know what I'm going to do is be a reporter and just blab my mouth about UFOs. Mysterious figures known only as the, quote, cleaners are believed responsible for disappearing people? Mere weeks remain to prepare for the coming invasion. Our species stands little chance of survival should the Xenonauts fail to unite humanity. Alright, that's bad. So we've got cleaners, we've got aliens, and we're the Xenonauts, I suppose. That is a big helicopter that I'm looking at right now. It's got props on the front and the back, and are those engines as well? It's got about 50 sets of wheels. Welcome to Xenonauts 2. In Xenonauts 2, you control a secret organization attempting to protect the world from alien invasion. This short tutorial will explain the basic controls and the events leading up to the start of the campaign. Okay, very good. Wow, this guy's on just a regular rotary telephone. Wild. This game features nested tooltips that allow players to access further information where desired. Anywhere that you see a text link, simply hover over it to open an additional tooltip. Nested tooltips can themselves contain links, which spawn further nested tooltips. However, as tooltips disappear when you move your mouse, you must lock them in place before you can do this. You can lock a tooltip by pressing the middle mouse button or simply waiting 3 seconds. The progress circle is in the top right. Lock this tooltip and open this link to proceed. So it should have already locked. And here we go. And then, yep, it filled up. Well done, you've mastered nested tooltips. Lock this tooltip and press the button below to proceed. So it's already locked. So this nested tooltip, I've been seeing this more and more as, you play really complicated games like Crusader Kings or something like this. It's a fun concept to kind of embed links and hyperlinks within the game itself as a method of explanation. All right, here's the chief scientist. My work on our radar array is now complete. Oh, whoa. Oh, he's... Okay. Unfortunately, they're just proceeding to talk, and it's just going, like, on its own without me being able to pause that. So that's hopefully a feature that they'll clean up as they get through it. Of course, if you're watching, you can just kind of pause the game, or pause the video, rather, and just read that. But I don't know what they said. There's just a chief scientist and some lady explaining things. And let's just read this. The blue circle around your base indicates the radar range of that facility. UFOs flying into this area will be detected and can then be attacked using interceptor aircraft. Okay. Right. So this is very much like XCOM. You can scout limited areas looking for aliens, which is awesome. I mean, I'm a huge XCOM fan, so I'll play something inspired by it, sure. Game speed. These buttons control the flow of time on the Geoscape. Time is currently passing at the slowest speed, but as nothing is currently occurring, we should increase the flow of time until some alien activity occurs. Click the button for the fastest speed. I will. And you can also push 4, I believe, to do that. These buttons control the flow of time. Right, okay. So we detected a UFO. I mean, this is like straight up a spiritual successor or, you know, interpretation of XCOM. But if it says classic XCOM, I wonder if they mean that it's strictly different from the rebooted XCOMs that Firaxis has done recently. So UFO 1 has been detected. It's a small one. It's got no escort. It's going at 1,200 kilometers an hour. High altitude, it's going west. So your radar has detected a UFO. Shooting it down will prevent it from causing panic in the local region and may spawn a UFO crash site tactical mission that allows you to recover valuable alien technology. Click the Launch Interceptors button to get your fighters ready for action. Alright, I will. Okay, this panel allows you to select the aircraft to be launched at the target. Up to 3 aircraft can be formed into a squadron, but you currently only have 2. Ouch. These have been selected for you automatically, so press the Launch Aircraft button to proceed. So Angel 1 and 2, they're at 100% health and armor, fuel, looking great. Launch them up. They're going. Look at that UFO. Uh-huh, I see what you did there. Auto-resolve combat. Your interceptors have reached the UFO and are ready to initiate air combat. In the final game, this tutorial will explain the basics of air combat, but that part of the game is currently relatively unpolished, so they're going to simply auto-resolve it. Okay, so let's just do it then. And boom. Here's our result. The UFO's been successfully shot down. If you were unhappy with this result, you could fight the battle manually and try to obtain a better result. Instead, press the Accept Result button. That's kind of cool. So, you know, similar to perhaps how the Master of Magic kind of reboot recently has done this auto battle where, you know, the AI can do the fight for you. It's only usually a good idea if it's easy and you know you can do it like 100% and you just don't want to waste your time. But in this case, with more finesse, we might have prevented Angel 1 from getting hurt as badly as it did. I mean, it got taken down to 25% health right there, so that's pretty scary, but we win. So we're going to just press Accept Result. But it looked like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I'm interpreting that previous screen, you can just do auto-resolve, and then if you don't like it, you can actually go back in time and do it yourself to improve the result. But if you roll really well, you might be like, okay, I'm fine with that, let's just go. So that's kind of nice too. Tactical mission. This crashed UFO is likely to contain valuable alien technology and resources. Deploying a combat team to eliminate any surviving extraterrestrials at the crash site will allow recovery to begin. Alright, fantastic. Tactical mission 1 out of 3. A tactical mission is any battle where your soldiers engage hostile forces in turn-based combat. UFO crash sites are a common type of tactical mission that allow you to capture alien tech for your research efforts. Press the Launch Combat Team button to launch a dropship toward the mission. Alright, we're going for it. You can launch dropships in the same way as you launched your interceptors earlier. As your Skyhawk dropship is already selected, click the Launch Aircraft button to proceed. Alright, so Skyhawk is ready to go. We're going to launch it. And this screen allows you to change the soldiers and equipment aboard the dropship being launched. However, let's simply press the Launch Dropship button and proceed to tactical combat. Okay, so we're in a tutorial, so we're not going to really be changing very much with the soldiers that we have, so we're just going to launch it and accept what they've done for us. But you could see here, we've got, like, Corporal Peter Ivanov, and he's got, like, no rank, basically, or no medals or anything. Here's his stats, here's his weapon, he's got a first aid kit, he's got, like, some explosives, a demo charge, he has a smoke grenade, frag grenade, and he has some ammo for his rifle. And here's his armor, and his job is a rifleman. So we also have, it looks like, 8 corporals with us in our team. And here's our weapons that we can choose from over on the right. So I'm just going to say launch dropship. That sounds ominous. It is. Looks like every cleaner cell in the region is starting deploying tactical teams. I'm scrubbing the helo launch. Commander, the first cleaners will be here in less than an hour, and the Skyhawk can help with the evacuation. Good luck, we're counting on you. Try not to get yourself killed. Alright, so I still haven't been able to determine if the cleaners are on our side to, like, hide alien stuff, or if they're from some kind of, like, evil human organization that's in league with the aliens and trying to prevent people from being aware of their existence so that they can mobilize a resistance effort. Either way, you know, if they're not on our side, it seems like it's going to put another time limit on the mission. Okay. Camera controls. The camera in the tactical combat can be controlled in several ways. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen to scroll in that direction, or press WASD instead. Cool. The camera can be rotated using Q and E. It sure can. You could change the camera height level using the mouse scroll wheel or the UI buttons to the top left. Yep, so I moved it up and down. Each unit in tactical combat uses time units to perform actions. These are refreshed each turn and shared between all types of action. For example, a soldier that spends all their time units on movement would be unable to fire their weapons. Okay. The number of time units that a soldier has remaining is indicated by the green bar at the bottom of the UI. In this case, the soldier has 60 time units available. Gotcha. Here they come. Form up and hold the loading bay. You can plan a movement path for a soldier by left-clicking anywhere on the battlefield. Click the glowing tile to plan a path to that location. The number at the end of the movement path shows how many time units the soldier will have remaining if they move to that location. Left-click the same tile again to order your soldier to perform the planned move. So that's really cool. So I like how it's going to show how many time units I'm going to use. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about my perception of the game's presentation and UI right now. This is obviously not as fancy and slick looking as the much more big budget recent XCOM Enemy Within and, you know, XCOM 2, War of the Chosen stuff. But what I like about this is it kind of goes back to what it says at the beginning, which is it's inspired by the old school XCOM games like, you know, XCOM and Terror from the Deep, the sequel, which is like you get this kind of just isometric presentation, not the fancy cinematic 3D stuff. And to be honest, I like this. I like what I see. It kind of looks like a very brightly lit underrail, and I'm down with it. I am completely fine as long as everything is clear. And so I see that I'm going to take 20 time units. So I'm going to click it again, and my guy's going to run over here. You could see his line of sight changing where he is. You can rotate a soldier without moving them by right-clicking anywhere on the battlefield. It costs 1 time unit for every 45 degrees of rotation performed. That's cool. Rotate the soldier in the highlighted direction to proceed. So I'm going to right-click over here. And so you could see it took a time unit for him to do that. Finally, we should order this soldier to crouch. This makes the soldier harder to hit. It costs 4 time units to crouch, but it also costs 4 time units to uncrouch. Now, I'm not interpreting exactly what just happened. Did I start with 60 time units, and then I moved here, which said it was going to take 20, and then I turned, but I thought that would only take 1 time unit, or is 1 time unit... I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Press the crouch button to proceed. So I can push crouch, or I can just push C on the keyboard to crouch. And that did, in fact, only take 4 units. So I'm in full cover, it looks like. We've now spent all of our time units, so it's time to press end turn. I could actually take a shot, a snapshot, but there's nothing, I don't see anything. And I can't really go on, you know, the defensive. I have burst, aim shot, and normal shot, and snapshot. This is very old school XCOM, that's great. So we're just going to say, next soldier. Or, oh, they want me to push end turn, actually. Okay. Pressing this button will end your turn and commence the alien turn, allowing the enemy to move. Once the enemy turn is completed, a fresh player turn will begin. If you have any unused soldiers, the game will highlight them instead of ending the turn. That's very friendly. Right-clicking on the end turn button will skip this check instead. So I'm going to say end turn, and it looks like I don't have soldiers, or they're being controlled by the AI or something for the tutorial. Wow, I have all, like, my whole team is here. We're all lined up, and oh my gosh, here come aliens. They look like just dudes with gas masks. Or maybe these are cleaners and not aliens. Okay. The green number on the left of the crosshair indicates the time unit cost of the shot. There was another screen to this tutorial, but I moused over the guy, and it skipped it, by the way. So if you want to see that, quickly go back and just pause the video to read the tooltip. Click your enemy to attack. Alright, so I can mouse over, and it looks like right now I have an 83% chance to hit if I take an aimed shot. But I could also take 3 rounds and do the burst shot. I wonder how I alternate between what kind of a shot I take. They just want me to take an aim shot, so I hit him. I did 30 damage. You scored a hit and inflicted 30 damage. Oh, it's scripted, okay. Weapons will inflict between 50% and 200% of their damage value with each hit, depending on the part of the body hit. Your soldier has enough time units to attack again, so fire a second shot at the same target. Okay, and so we're going to do it again, and we got him. Well done, you've successfully killed an enemy. As your soldier does not have enough time units remaining to perform any further attacks, we'll select the next soldier. Press space to mark your current soldier inactive and go to the next one. Alright. So I've got this dude. The squares drawn between the shooter and the target represent the shot path. Okay? The path is green where the weapon is within range, but it turns orange where it's firing beyond its maximum range. Weapons have a lower hit chance and inflict reduced damage when they go beyond their maximum range. Click on the target to attack them. Can I click on a different target? No, they want me to hit this one. So I missed. Unfortunately, you missed and inflicted no damage. Press space to switch to the next soldier. Short-range weapons. This soldier is armed with a shotgun, Corporal Jane Williams, which is more effective at close range. Move her to the highlighted tile, alright? So I'm just going to select here and click it again. She's going to jump over, and she gets in position. Fire modes. Most weapons have several fire modes. Cool, now we get a change. Varying accuracy and time unit costs. The most expensive fire mode is selected by default when targeting an enemy, as more expensive fire modes provide more accuracy per time unit spent. However, at this range, it'd be preferable to fire 2 shots at lower accuracy due to the passive short-range hit chance bonus on this weapon. Use the right-click to change to the cheaper fire mode, then attack the target. Okay. So I can right-click, oh, I see, and just alternate between them. Now, right-click doesn't change it back, but I've got a 59% chance times 3 to hit. I missed. Although the shot had a high hit chance, your soldier still missed. Bad luck will happen in this game. That's XCOM, baby. And part of the challenge is learning how to best mitigate it when it does occur. In this case, simply attack again. Oh boy. Thankfully, you do not have any more bad luck. Press space to select the next soldier. Alright. Hover over the highlighted enemy. Cover. This shot has a low hit chance because there is a large intervening cover object in the shot path. Full details of how the hit chance is calculated is shown at the bottom right of the screen. That's awesome. In this case, the crates are reducing it by 60%. Yeah, I could see that. Only the highest intervening cover value is used to reduce hit chance, and any cover or crouched units adjacent to the shooter are always ignored. Most terrain in Xenonauts 2 is destructible, something that players can use to their advantage. Select the highlighted soldier by clicking on them, alright? Free fire mode allows soldiers to target anything they want. In this case, we can use it to destroy the intervening crates. Hold down Control to activate free fire mode, then click on the crates, okay? Bam! Take that. Well done, the crates have been destroyed. Click the highlighted soldier to switch back to them. Okay, and so Corporal Sarah Smith here has a huge ballistic sniper rifle. And we have a much higher rate of hitting now. Yeah, we have an 81% chance, and let's take that shot. Bam! Took it down. Grenades can be effective at inflicting damage and removing cover in an area. Click the button for the demolition charge to select it as the active weapon, okay? Grenades travel in an arc, allowing them to be thrown over walls or cover objects. Click this to throw the grenade. I mean, I'm throwing a charge, not a grenade. Is that cool? Alexander says it is. Alright, here we go. Oh my, okay. That was good. Your soldier lacks sufficient time units to fire their main weapon, but the pistol in their secondary slot can still be fired. Click the pistol in the secondary slot to activate it, okay? And click on the enemy to fire at them. Nice! The low time unit cost for firing the pistol allow your soldier to fire again. Oh wow, look at this guy. Cleaning it up. Good work. Press spacebar to go to the next soldier. Shot preview. Our final soldier has a decision to make. Their shotgun is relatively inaccurate at this range, and the target's behind heavy cover. Closing the distance and flanking the target might be beneficial. Using a shot preview mode will allow us to make a decision about whether this would be worthwhile. Click the highlighted tile to plot a move path. Shot preview mode will show you the hit chance and time unit cost for taking a shot from the end of the currently displayed move path. To see the values from your current position, hover over the highlighted enemy. Hold the shift key while still hovering over the target to activate shot preview mode. Oh, that's awesome. To proceed, click the target while the shot preview mode is active. Look at this. So I'm at 20% times 3 from here, but if I hold shift, I'm at 91% times 3. Okay. And if I click it, oh, they go up and do it. Nice. Congratulations. You've eliminated all hostile units. Press End turn to proceed. Oh, here comes some more. Uh-oh. A lot more. Are these the cleaners? There's too many of them. Fall back. Overwatch fire. Now we're talking. I was like, where's my Overwatch? Order the selected unit to move to the highlighted tile. Okay, go here. Uh-oh. Got killed with Overwatch. Your soldier has just been killed by an enemy's Overwatch fire. If a unit ends its turn with enough time units remaining to fire its weapon, it may then perform Overwatch fire. Oh, so you don't even have to set it. It just does it automatically. Suppressing an enemy will prevent Overwatch fire, and flashbangs are a good way to generate suppression. Select the flashbang and throw it at the highlighted tile. Okay, selected it. And if I throw here, we can prevent Overwatch for all these guys by, like, suppressing them. All these enemies have been suppressed. Suppression immediately removes all time units from the selected unit, which prevents them from being able to Overwatch fire, as they can no longer afford to fire their weapon. Suppressed units will also only recover 50% of their normal time units the following turn. Wow, that's very good. Suppression is pretty sick. All right. Smoke. An alternative way to avoid losing soldiers to Overwatch fire is to make them harder to hit. Each tile of smoke reduces the hit chance of a shot passing through it, so smoke grenades are an excellent way to protect your soldiers. Select the smoke grenade and throw it at the highlighted tile. Smoke them. Smoked them. Good work. All enemies are either out-of-time units suppressed or screened by smoke. Move your soldier to the highlighted tile to complete the tutorial. Run away. Regroup at the next position. We need to hold them off until evacuation is complete. Well done. You've completed the tutorial. You're now ready to take on the alien invaders in a full campaign. Great. So we're running away. Completed the mission. We lost somebody today. A good man. I think it was a man. They're gone. They did a good job running up with the shot preview and their shotgun. Unfortunately, we had to learn about Overwatch fire with their sacrifice. Remember them fondly. Please choose the location of your starting base. All right. Well, you know, it's probably unbelievably important to defend, you know, New Zealand, or perhaps Alaska. I'm not sure. Madagascar always needs watching. Yeah, we definitely want to protect Madagascar. Choose base name. Incompetent. Accept. Invasion analysis. Given the potentially cataclysmic threat posed by the extraterrestrial invasion of our planet, it is rather unfortunate the majority of our species remains oblivious to the war already underway. The very idea of an alien invasion seems laughable without clear evidence to support our claims. Frustratingly, a covert organization known as the Cleaners works tirelessly to suppress all such knowledge, allowing the aliens to remain cloaked in shadow as they slowly subvert our world. Exactly. So we're not in with the Cleaners. The state of affairs may not continue long. For reasons I hardly expect you to understand, there is a clear correlation between alien activity and strengthening fluctuations in the quantum fabric of our universe. The growing scale of the invasion thus occurs at a predictable rate. My estimates suggest that we have at most a couple of months before the extraterrestrials are able to deploy forces of sufficient size to commence overt warfare. As a foe capable of interstellar travel will almost certainly have technology vastly superior to our own, it is imperative we use this time to prepare. Our organization must be expanded if we are to resist. We need additional facilities and more soldiers/aircraft to adequately protect the planet from alien attack, but this will require far greater funds than we have available. Taking steps to neutralize the Cleaners appears the easiest way to quickly improve this situation. That's right. Let's just kill the Cleaners. We're going to clean the Cleaners. However, the most important battles of this war will be fought in the laboratory. We know almost nothing about the extraterrestrial invaders. It is only by studying them and their equipment that we may turn their technology against them and force an end to the war. Thankfully, this organization now possesses a rather higher caliber of scientists than it did before my arrival. I'll carry humanity to victory. I simply require you to defeat the enemy on the battlefield so I can acquire the samples I need. This is a very confident scientist. New research projects available for study. Aerial warfare and combat vehicles. Assign a project. Look at this guy. Cool. I love the presentation in this game. I really do. I love hand-drawn stuff like this. Commander, please do tell me how to do my job. That's what I'm here for, to tell you how to do your job. I'm glad you know where you stand. All right. So what do we want to research? Aerial warfare or combat vehicles? Wow, robotic combat vehicles that can be deployed on tactical missions. That's awesome. But no, go analysis of the combat data gathered in the encounter with the alien UFO may allow us to develop improved combat equipment for our aircraft. Yeah, that's what I want. I like shooting them down easier, so let's go with aerial warfare, okay? And we're going to start the research. Wait, no, this one. Start research on that. Okay, good. And, okay, I'm going to go back. And here is Incompetent gas car. So time is passing, so I'm assuming it's like regular XCOM, where we just wait for events to happen and go intercept aircraft. So we want to, like, speed this up to see how this works. And I think this is a good place to stop this first episode of looking at the game. We played through the tutorial mission, so we understand combat, and it is, I mean, so much so, a updating of the old XCOMs, and in all of the very, very nice ways. I think this game has a lot to offer. I know it's not fully done yet, but I'm really excited to see how it develops, and I want to know if you guys, do you want to see more of this? Are you interested in seeing me play more to see how it kind of unfolds with the research loop and fighting and raising up our soldiers? Or I'd love to just hear your impressions of the game so far, what you think of it, and put those in the comments below. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care.